Hello there, my name's Dino, or as my channel's called, DinoLast, and I've been asked nicely by Civilian Snowman if I would fill in on Thursdays to do reviews while the usual reviewer is away travelling. I'm more than happy to do this. I'm a subscriber to this channel, and I really like the idea of everybody reviewing a movie through the week and then seeing the differing opinions of the film. So thank you very much, Civilian Snowman, for giving me the opportunity to review on here, and I look forward to the time I do it. This week's review is about the movie Miller's Crossing, and I have to confess I don't have a DVD to hold up and show you. I don't actually have the film in my collection. And I have to also confess that I only just saw it for the first time 2 days ago. I was able to download it from Sky Movies. But I have seen many other Coen films, so I was kind of intrigued to see how this differed from their styles in other films, and if it really is one of their best movies. I'm not quite sure why I missed the film, because it's a gangster film, and I'm a big fan of those. I've got all the Godfathers on Blu-ray. I've got Goodfellas. I'm a big fan of Goodfellas and Scarface, Donnie Brasco, and so yeah, it was a bit of a puzzle why I passed on this one. I have to say it does have even from the previews, it does have a different style to a lot of the other gangster films, and I suppose that's the Coen touch that they've put to it. It's interesting also to see that the recent TV show Boardwalk Empire borrowed heavily from the style of this film, which actually I think they also then went. Miller's Crossing and the Coen Brothers borrowed heavily from the gangster movies way back in the 30s and 40s. So it's while it's you can see where it's borrowed from, it is quite a unique movie itself when you compare it to the more up-to-date gangster films that are, starting from the 70s up till now. It's does have its own feel as well. As I have to say, there's a lot of similar themes that do run through Coen movies. They do like to have a main protagonist who's not your typical hero, who gets involved in a lot of trouble from lots of different factions. They do this in Barton Fink. They've done it in The Big Lebowski. And even in No Country for Old Men, in a way, if you look at it from the so-called good guy's perspective in that movie. The actual film itself, I really like the style of it. I've heard a lot of people say that it's got a convoluted plot, and I was kind of surprised by that. I'm not saying I'm a movie genius and I find it easy to follow plot lines, but I really didn't have too much of a trouble seeing where this was going. I see where the main themes are. It's definitely a film about friendship, who you trust, loyalty, and I think it was basically the moral of the story is this: if you're doing bad things, or you're involved in with other people who do bad things, being a good person and showing compassion gets you nowhere. That only really works in the real world. If you're in the gangster world, there's only one way to be, and every time you show loyalty or compassion, it's kind of your undoing. I think that's what the main Gabriel Byrne's character, that's what he sort of learned throughout the process of the storyline, and I think the moral was that he understood this, but maybe certain the other people around him didn't learn it, and I think that's where the main conclusion of the film reached. I love the style of the film, as I said before. It's very harks back to 1920s prohibition, and as was said in previous reviews, there's a Irish, there's an Irish theme running through it as well, where Boardwalk Empire lifted it from. I think, well, they didn't lift it, but they got a lot of their ideas from there. And it's excellently acted. All the, a lot of the Coen regulars are there. You've got John Turturro, who's fantastic in this film. He's not in it very often, but when he is, he's every scene is great. It's nice to watch it just to remind yourself what a great actor he is, and because obviously if you've seen the Transformers films, you sort of lower your opinion of the actor and think, oh, who is this guy? But if you do see him in Coen movies, he's fantastic. Obviously, you've got other actors in this. You've got Gabriel Byrne. Now, Gabriel Byrne's character is very good in this. He's the man stuck in the middle, trying to make everything right. You're not really clear of what his motivations are, because he does a lot of things that make you question where his loyalties lay, and but it all comes clear in the end, and I definitely see where he's coming from and why he does what he does. Other characters that were supporting him, and the actors that played them. Albert Finney was Leo. I would say the Irish mob boss, for lack of a better description. I mean, he was straight out of the old gangster movies, the old black and white gangster movies. The way he spoke, and he's definitely very interesting to watch while he's on the screen. And he definitely come across as not just a man who was just sitting behind the counter giving out orders. He's a take charge kind of boss who can deal with the problems himself if he needs to be. And there's the whole love triangle thing that's revealed quite early in it with his partner, Leo's partner. It's revealed that she's in there for reasons, that she's the lover of the mob boss for certain reasons, to keep her brother safe, and she's also seeing Gabriel Byrne's character as well. She's played by Marcia Gay Harden, and she's suitable for the role, and I kind of felt her, her character could have been a little bit fleshed out a bit more. She's sort of, while she's in prominent scenes, I didn't really find her role really, outstanding compared to the other characters. Is it the best Coen film ever made? I would say it's one of the best. I would agree with the others on that. I don't know. I wouldn't say it's the best though. It's funny, and it's got suspense, and it's quite bloodthirsty, and it's got really good acting in it. So it's a fantastic film. But for me, for an overall enjoyable experience, and for the great quotes that you get from the film. You don't get many great quotes from Miller's Crossing, but and it's not really entered into the culture of our society like The Big Lebowski, so I'd have to still give Big Lebowski the edge. But overall, Miller's Crossing, it was a fantastic film. I really enjoyed it, and I'm really glad that we reviewed it this week, because it gave me the opportunity to finally go and see it. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll be looking forward to reviewing next week. Bye bye.